Hi, everybody. How's it going? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I'm coming at you live today. I have a little bit of downtime, about 30 minutes. We are participating in a virtual event with our community this weekend, hearing from very, very smart people today. Some of the top doctors in the world. Just chat a little bit about the technology that I've been working with. Such a blessing. Definitely has changed my life. I'm not going to talk a lot about any of that today. I'm actually going to talk about a subject that was prompted through lots of the conversations I've had over the last few days, as well as some of the things I'm learning about ourselves, how to build belief in ourselves, how important the mind is when it comes to controlling so much of our joy and happiness that we create in our own life. So, hi Trish, how's it going? Hi Stacy, happy Saturday. Hey Mel, my usuals are always watching. You guys are awesome. I've got something exciting today I want you guys to reflect upon. So hopefully you'll stay with me for a few minutes. The break ends at 3:55. A beautiful day yesterday. I know my friend Karen, who is in this business with me, she came over and we watched this virtually together. And our CEO and founder, Brian Underwood, closed with some amazing, amazing things. I have to do a little reflection upon all of that before I go live and talk about that part. However, we were both in tears and it definitely moved us and changed us. And sometimes when you're moved and you feel a change coming on in your life and you feel challenges approaching and you feel that joy and excitement and all of the things wrapped into one, you just want to talk to people and you want to share that excitement with them so that they find that too. So yesterday morning, Brian opened up, and I want to just share a few quotes before I talk about being stuck today with you guys, because I think you'll get value in those. And if you love this video, you guys can share it with a friend who may need to hear this stuff today. But he said, we all start somewhere between scared and nervous. We all start somewhere between scared and nervous. I think every person on the earth can resonate with that. I definitely remember starting new things throughout my life, from sports to businesses to schools, to relationships. And we're always somewhere between scared and nervous all the time. But somehow we always get through those things, right? We always get to figure out the next step. And the next step is always just one foot in front of the other, right? Whether it's in the right direction or the wrong direction, you're still moving forward. You're still building upon all those past experiences. So I love that. The other thing he said is, the power of curiosity is the magic we need to create our future, right? Always be curious. When we were kids, we were curious about everything in the world. And I think as we start getting older, we start forgetting, our youth and how excited we were about, reaching for our dreams, going after our goals, really aspiring to be those things we always wanted to be. And then we always seem to have people talk us out of it. So what are you curious about? Go learn that thing. Talk to that person who's doing something that you are inspired by. Maybe you'll want to be a part of that with them. And that, in fact, can go change your life. I was curious about the health and wellness industry 15 years ago. So I dove into it, somewhere between scared and nervous. It's paid off pretty well for us, okay? So go do those things. The other thing he said is everything happening to you right now is happening for you. Everything happening to you is happening for you. The good, the bad, and the ugly, my friends, it's all happening for you. There's a reason why you go through every season in life. Do you agree with that? Type in agree. Whatever we look for, we're gonna find. If you guys are trolling for negativity, you're gonna find negativity. If you're scrolling for people that are uplifting and excited, you're gonna find those people too. Whatever you look for, you are going to find. Do you guys like that? I love that. I love that. God, you guys need to be a part of these. Seriously, you come out oh, bring it on, sister, okay? And the last thing he said before he went into us writing down our why is prove it with heart, not logic. Prove it with heart, not logic. In every single thing you do. Our company's called Prove It for a reason. We want to prove to people that not only do we have the best technology on the planet, but we're also proving it to ourselves that we can rise above, that we can become better versions of ourselves, that we can go out there and inspire people with our stories and our journey. It's not just a transactional sell of buy this ketone, buy that. It's much bigger than that, right? So I love this. I just love this. Stacey, you're one of my favorite people too. And I appreciate all of you guys that push me to inspire myself to become better. Because to the topic today, I was stuck. I was stuck a few years ago. I had all the talent. I had all the skills. I knew everything right here, But in my head, I also was having a battle with my heart. My heart was like saying, you're just not, or actually my head was saying, my heart was saying, you know what you're doing, you got this, I know you love it, go share it with the world. But my head was telling me, how many of you guys have had the heart and the head battle? My head was telling me, you're not really good enough. What if people start judging you? What if what you say, ticks somebody off and they block you on Facebook? What if it doesn't work? What if you fail? What if you have to go back to your job? What if, what if? I was always questioning myself. And the reason why I was questioning myself is because I truly hadn't tapped into the real reason why I was doing things, the real person that I was. I was always just trying to go do something to please other people, say the right things, do the right things, wear the right clothes. It was very stressful to live in that environment. Have you guys ever felt that way, that you were in that spot, whether you are now or in the past, or maybe you will be in the future? And I want to give you guys some tips on how to handle that and some areas that you can focus on, because you have to start with you. You have to become that better person yourself. And so many of us just don't have that pump for ourselves. We've lost our self-esteem over the years. We've lost our self-confidence. Maybe you put on a few pounds last year and you're down in the dumps about yourself. So you're going to keep spiraling in a negative direction. I want to help you guys turn that around. If you are stuck right now, I want you to continue to listen. If you're already flying high and doing amazing things, maybe these 5 components that I'm going to talk about are something you can go and be more aware of where you're at in each area. Okay? So I want to talk really quick about different areas that are going to go help you become more confident, help you get over your rut, push through your plateaus. And I think so many of us are putting ourselves into one of these 5 components, one of these 5 buckets, we're going to call them. Let's picture it like a glass of water. You have 5 of these. Some of you have the water filled here in this area. Some of you guys are full to the top. When you're full to the top, do you know what happens? It overflows into other people, into other areas of your life. It creates so much joy, not just happiness, but joy. So where are you in each of these 5 components? There's 5 components of health. All of them are important. Not one of them is more important than the other. We talk a lot about physical health. I'm going to talk about that last, because all these other components lead to your physical health and your well-being. They really do. You can argue with me about that, because they really do. Number 1, your social health. Your social health. Who are you spending your time around? Who are you having conversations with every day? This goes in a lot of part with your environment. Who's around you? Who is spreading ideas into your head? What kind of books are you reading? Are you talking to other people about the things that you're learning? What social media channels are you on? How are you conversing with people? Is it via text, or are you in person talking to people? Are you creating personal relationships face to face, or are you hiding behind a screen? What are you doing socially to improve your overall health? Where's your health bucket socially? Think about that. It's so important today. People need people. People need connections. The second component of health to help you guys focus on to get through that plateau or that rut you might be in is your emotional health. This goes into a lot of your EQ, right? Your emotional quotient, right? Like, where are you emotionally? Let's start thinking about that. How connected are you to your emotions? Do you know how to control your emotions? When you have a trigger and something stresses you out, are you going and eating? Are you going and meditating? Are you going to the gym? What is your solving? How do you solve for X to get through those emotional times? And are you letting yourself express yourself emotionally? It's okay to cry. Whoo! Let me tell you, I cry all the time. I was crying listening to a Christian song on the way to school the other day. Landon's like, are you okay? I was listening to I Can Only Imagine. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just so in touch with that right now. My faith, my spirituality, which leads me to component number 3, your spiritual health. How's your spiritual health? When was the last time you talked to God, our maker, the person who loves you more than anybody in the world? When was the last time you had a conversation with him? I bet you he'll make you feel better about yourself if you talk to him. But you got to have that relationship with him. And if you don't have a relationship, how are you going to build that relationship? Are you going to find more people that believe in the higher being and are preaching love and light and hope? That's a great start. Where's your spiritual community? Are you plugged into them? We need them more than ever right now. Whether it's via Zoom, I've been watching Kirk Cameron's little thing every night. Like there's 20-some thousand people, Christians all over the world, reading God's word and spreading a 100-day plan for us to take control of our lives. There is channels everywhere for you guys to watch to fill up your spiritual cup. So where are you with that? The other is your mental health, right? Tough, very tough. How are you controlling your mind? What are you feeding your mind with? Are you waking up every day and saying, I am this, I am this, I am this, I am smart, I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I'm confident, I'm brave, I'm determined, I am loved, I am worthy. I deserve happiness. Where is your mental state right now? Who's getting your mental state down? Why not eliminate them for a little bit? See how your mental state becomes more clear and wonderful. Maybe you need to meditate to get into track. Maybe you need to listen to quiet music. Maybe you need to sit in your car for 10 extra minutes like I do every once in a while and be still. I talk all day. I have music all day in my ears. I'm a fitness instructor. I talk on the phone about ketones to people, trying to help them figure out what they need in their life to feel better. I'm always listening to people. I'm always talking to people. Sometimes I need to sit still. It's okay to sit still. It's okay to be silent. What are you going to do to take care of yourself mentally, to fill up your mental cup? Okay? 5 components of health. And the last is your physical health. This is all a part of your physical well-being. Your social health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your mental health, and finally your physical health. If you are lacking in any of these areas, any of these cups, if they are low, you're going to have a very hard time getting your butt to be healthy, to eat healthy foods, to move your body 20, 30 minutes a day, to feel encouraged to go exercise, even if you need to lose 100 plus pounds. What's going to get your butt out of bed and physically active? It's not just for looking good. It is for feeling good. It's to protect your brain. It's to protect your heart. It's to give your kids time with you, like your grandkids. Some of you guys take your health for granted. These 5 components are just so important. They're just so important to your life. So what are you doing to fill up those cups? I was very low spiritually last year. And once I started raising that cup up and filling that cup with hope and love and connections and conversations with Jesus every day I talk to God every single day. I asked him what to do in tough situations. I started eliminating people from my life. I started adding some really cool people. I started making decisions about why I'm doing my business. I finally found the reason why I want to go out there and make millions of dollars in this industry. It wasn't about the money. It never had been. But I always thought it was because everybody told me you can go make $1 million doing this. But it never really was that to me. So I never put my pedal on the gas. It was about changing people's lives and giving people confidence and making them feel good about themselves. The money follows all of that stuff. Same with you in your life. Are you fulfilled? Are you filling up each of those buckets? You're going to get unstuck when you do. It might take you a week. It might take you 2 weeks. It might take you a month. But I want each of you guys to work on those 5 things because you matter. You're important. People love you. They care about you. You are so important to so many people. Okay? So I hope you guys love this today. If you did, give me a heart. Message me some feedback in my inbox if you don't want to comment on this post. And tell me the one area out of those 4 social, emotional, spiritual, mental, or physical components of your health that you guys are going to prioritize in the coming week and months ahead. I want to know which one. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day. I'm sure I'll go live again because these things they pump me up. They make me cry. They make me connect with all the feels, okay? And I hope you guys can experience this with me one day. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.